Hi, and welcome today again to our LinkedIn masterclass. Today we are at our 16th episode, and I'm really grateful that we are going way forward. A lot of you have understood how to use LinkedIn and how to create your profile. Last week, it was like an exciting week. I opened up opportunity for all of you to consult with me with a discount, and I didn't know that all of you wanted to talk to me to such an extent and to understand how do you can use LinkedIn, whether for job seeking or whether for your personal reasons or whether to build your thought leadership or to get leads via LinkedIn. Now, out of all those questions and those multiple round of discussions, still I have couple of more calls today, tomorrow, day after tomorrow. But still, there are essentially five key things that I came across, and I felt that I need to address these questions to all of you. If you still have any more questions, you can share it with me during this session. I will be happy to answer you. But let me just answer those five questions, which I think have been critical and confusing at the same time for a lot of you people. So without waiting, let me start my presentation. The questions you had about LinkedIn. This masterclass is only focused to solve your questions. I don't want to tell you any tips, hacks, or anything. First is you need to start using LinkedIn. Stop procrastination about what to post, and especially, is this the right thing to post? Right now, nobody is watching you. Start posting as you read, and as you start spending more and more time on LinkedIn, you will come to know what are the more things you need to do about. So the first thing that a lot of people were asking me is what is this headline and what is this designation? So the confusion is if you go on a LinkedIn profile, I'll just show you my LinkedIn profile for you to know exactly what I'm talking about. So if I go on, not on this profile, let me just show you how share this tab with. So if you go on my LinkedIn profile, what you'll see at the add to stage. You'll see at the top a headline. Okay, I help individual boost their LinkedIn brand by 10x and content strategies. Now, the highlighted part is what happens is what you communicate to people. This is not a designation that you are working as a vice president in a company. This is also not that about keywords, digital marketer, social media enthu, storyteller. These are the keywords. This is not who you are. You're talking about the keywords or you're talking about 10 things that you do. If you come to me, I can tell you that 50 things that I can do. This is not what somebody wants to see. Okay, somebody wants to know who you are, what you do, and more about you. Like they want to understand in depth about you and who you are. So, the key important thing, think, sit and think who you are as a person. Are you a storyteller? Are you a sales professional? Are you a thought leader or category leader? Do you teach? What do you do? Is what needs to be communicated over there. Enough places I've seen people just stuffing like keyword stuffing. They will stuff say 10 different keywords over there. People, if you see somebody, if you see any of the comments, let me share you a couple of comments. What people will see. You see the first line: journalists researching on cinema book Kubrick. This is the only line. President Danforth driving profitable growth. You see only one line. LinkedIn coach for B2B teams and consultants on how to leverage. End of. Are you able to at least, even if see Isabella, I post useful strategies for AI marketing and sales, AI growth partner. That's what people read about you. Whatever you write more than this is people don't read it. People get more confused once they visit your profile. Now let's see. Marketing communication specialist at Deloitte, creative maverick, tech lover, winner of credible awards. But who you are, again, that's the confusion. So keep this thing in mind. Your headline is different from your designation. Now I'll show you couple of ideas about how do you create a good headline. Now, or even over here, brand marketing at Deloitte, India Risk Advisory, senior marketing analyst at the Deloitte brand marketing, creating headlines, digital marketing. But what is that? Why you have to talk so many things? You are a single person. People need to. So, as per the rules of marketing by Ulrich, if you have read the book by Ulrich, which says top 21 immutable laws of marketing in Asia, it tells you that for any person in the mindset for a particular category, I know only one particular one or two people. For example, if I'm talking about Coke, if I'm talking about Cola, it is Coke or Pepsi. If I'm talking to you about, if somebody is asking to you about uh, taxi, then they will say Uber or Ola. If I ask you about delivery, food delivery, Zomato, Swiggy. So there are only two brands that you have in your mind, and because they communicate only that niche category, they don't talk to you about the I do this and I also do this and I also do this and I also do this. Don't talk about 10 different things, just talk about one single thing and keep on communicating about it. People will recognize you, people will connect with you for that particular thing. So now I'm going to show you couple of ideas. So Moses Gomes, I help individuals boost their LinkedIn brand by 10x. Pranav Mehta, simplifying data science for you. Drupal, no, that's not the thing. Yeah, I help experts build a personal brand on social media, helping busy founders and entrepreneurs to market and generate leads, organic LinkedIn plus Insta growth strategy. So why so many things? Then there's Soumya Malik. It's pretty simple. Copywriter on a mission to turn ideas into stories. The last one you won't be able to see. I'll just speak out over there. Swara Tanna. Hi, I am a writer. I enjoy transforming my thoughts into words. Simple. Ashwini Nikhil. I am a video editor who can edit wedding films. Simple. Jani Shah. Content that communicates. Keep it simple. People want simple things and they relate with you for simple things that you create. Now I'll share you some formula. Now these are pretty simple to use formula, and you can use this particular formula for all your requirements when it comes to headline creations that you have been facing. So just a second. Huh. So when the first rule that we have is role helping dash type of company do dash result. So this is the first formula. So social media manager helping software startups manage and grow their social media to drive more sales. Pretty simple. This is who I am and this is what I do. Specific. Role plus specific achievement. So when you want to talk about your role plus specific achievement, it is B2B inside sales rep, $2.4 million generated in 2018. It can also be digital ads manager, 5 years experience managing seven-figure ad budgets. Crystal clear. This is what is my achievement. The third style formula is I help dash type of company do dash desired result. I help coaches and consultants generate an additional 10,000 to $20,000 per video via video ads. So I help consultants. So it is pretty simple. Consultants and coaches who want to generate 10,000 to $20,000 per month via video ads, it's where I'll help you. What you do, how you meet someone's pain point, keyword one, keyword two, or keyword three. So I help manufacturers become more efficient through process engineering, GMP certified project manager CQE. You can so wherever you, if you feel that the way I have written it is difficult for you to create similar kind of a headline, then you can use this kind of a formula. It is pretty simple formula to use. What you do or how you meet someone's pain point, keyword one, keyword two, keyword three. This is again the same style. So we have over here altogether four types of different formulas. I will be creating more formulas and I will share you if you want, but even if you use one type of formula, it will solve your purpose. So that's what is done. So again, coming back to our point, our headline and designation is a different thing. The challenge you help to solve is what your headline is about. So think of it as a tagline for your personal brand. Think of it as a tagline for your personal brand. That is what your headline is about. Designation will come into your experience. You don't need to talk about your head designation in your headline. It's a waste of space. People relate to you with designations. People don't relate to you as a personal brand. So if you want to create a personal brand for yourself, change, keep what the headline is about, and the headline should be about you. Now coming to our second point, which is your LinkedIn summary, which is your LinkedIn about or your summary or your bio, whatever you want to refer to that as. So the number one rule for writing this bio is that you need to think about continuation your headline. So your headline, whatever you wrote, people will after reading the headline, they will come to your about section. Is where your about section, the first line needs to be in continuation with that thing. It cannot be a separate thing, or it cannot starts with something totally different. A lot of people will start saying that, okay, as a vice president of this particular company, I do this, I do that. Start with continuation of your headline. So your headline changes, similarly first line of your summary changes. Talk about what I can do for you, about the skills. What skills do I have? Who am I? What are my beliefs? How can you connect with me? Five things you need to communicate, and keep it simple. Two love, first para one or two lines, second para one or two lines, third para one or two lines, and then fourth para one or two lines, fifth para one or two lines. That's keep it simple. If they want to recruit you or send you job offer, they will ask you to send your resume. They don't need to read your cover, your about section to ask you for a resume. Here they just need to understand what do you bring to table. If they are reading that profile, they need to get communication about one aspect about you, which is the core aspect. So if you're a digital marketer, by whole you are a marketer. If you are a digital media ad specialist, then by whole you know how to generate leads. I can generate 1,000 leads in less than this particular budget for you. Ask me how. That can be there. This should become as a conversation starter, not the end of the conversation. If you are not going to start a conversation using this, then no point in having that profile over there. Now I'll share you the way I have written a profile. It is not something again that I keep on changing my profile, because as a LinkedIn coach, I need to keep on doing experiments to see what type of profile resonate. Now, as soon as I earlier, if you see the profile views, I'll just show you the profile views and how it changes. So we went into analytics, and in analytics, okay, you can't see my screen. Let me share. Yeah, this is my analytics section, and this is post impression, followers, profile views, and appearance. So if I see over here appearances, 90 days, 1726 profile views in last 90 days. Now what happened was earlier this was not to that extent great. I guess January I was doing around 1600 or 1500. Now suddenly this has spiked to 1700, 1726. So almost a change, almost a growth of around 100 to 150, 125 views. That's pretty great. But why it happened is the type of post I'm doing. Secondly, my communication and the crystal clear communication that I'm doing. Third is my bio that I changed. So I changed my bio, and the way the bio looks now, right now, is this way. I'm a LinkedIn coach, teacher, and pharma marketer. Then this is small para. Then this is small para, small para, small para. I'll be adding some emojis over here to make it more simple and easy to consume. But keep this in mind. Always keep on doing experiment. Just don't be static. And just because you wrote this LinkedIn profile when you were looking out for job, and now after 2 years you are again looking out for job and you are going to change, that doesn't make sense. After every 2 months, keep on reviewing whether you need to make any changes or something of that sort. It's important and do changes. If you want, I in my LinkedIn course, I have entire session about how to create this bio using ChatGPT prompts, and you can join that session and learn about it. I'm offering a 90% discount for this particular course. You can get the link. Now coming back to our back to stage. So now coming back to our third point. Our third point is about what should I post. Now this question has been repeated by I got 15 people to consult, and had only one question. What should I post? Now the first question is, before you think about posting, think about, are you a job seeker or a student? Are you an entrepreneur or solo entrepreneur or a sales professional? Are you a senior professional? Are you a coach? Are you a recruiter or HR professional or lead generation and marketing professional? Do you want to become a thought leader? Who you are. That's where your headline, as I told you about. Your headline will make you think who you are. And once you know who you are, is when you go to the next step is about connecting with like-minded people, connecting with people who will become your future followers, who will become your connection, who will contribute to you. Go on their profile, see what they are posting. Once you know what they are posting, start commenting over there. Before you start about, let me start posting and people should comment. Why people will comment on your profile? They won't comment on your profile unless you start commenting on their profile. LinkedIn is a platform where givers gain. It's like the BNI. If you are a part of BNI, it works on that similar principles. If you start giving comments, people will come on your profile, will notice you, they will give you comments, they will also send you connection requests. Ultimately, the thing is for you to go on LinkedIn is you want to connect with right individuals, you want to connect and get referrals, and you want job or you want to get leads. How do you get leads? If you start giving them comments. You need to post, that is for sure, but stop expecting that I need comments. Start giving comments. You will see a lot of people start noticing you. Start giving 50 comments on 50 different posts per day. You will see a traction of more than 50 to 100 people visiting your profile page. That's where you'll start getting more requests. That's when people will start recognizing you. So the rule is, first thing who you are, follow the right set of people in that industry, search for that set of industry. So if you're a job seeker in say Python or in coding, go and search for people in that industry, what they are talking about, start commenting over there. Commenting is pretty simple, just read and give some quality comment. Once you start commenting, people will start noticing you, and once they start noticing you is when the transition starts happening, and they will send you connection request. You can also ask them referrals. Now let's move to our next point. So our fourth point is about, that people ask me questions about, is with whom should I connect? It is related to the third point. So your network, LinkedIn, on LinkedIn, your network is your net worth, because these are the set of people who can help you to give leads. They can help you to partner. You can get crores of opportunities. Like for example, as a Oracle specialist, you want to connect to a city of a company, you are able to get through using LinkedIn, and you start pitching, and imagine the conversion happens for you. It's a crores worth project. So that's where your network is, your net worth on LinkedIn, which might not happen or which will never happen on any other platform. So think about connecting with individuals who can help you in your professional career. It can be any individual, but think about whether that person will help you, whether this person will help you. Start connecting with that set of people. Be selective with who you connect. That's very important, because as LinkedIn, it's not about how many followers you have or how many connections you have. So today I have around 29,000 connections, but I can guarantee and say out of that 50% are useless connections. I cannot say useless connections, but are not relevant for me. If I was working at one point in time in banking industry, I don't want to return to banking industry, but still I have a connection of a lot of people from banking industry. Now what happens is, on LinkedIn you cannot grow more than 30,000 connections. As I near around 27,000 and 28,000 number of connections, I am right now around 20,000. But as I grow my network in next 5 6 years, what will happen is there will be a point in time that I have to stop my connections. I won't connect with each and every person. People can follow me, but I won't connect with them, because I want to connect with only those set of people from whom I have some benefit, or I will get some engagement. I won't be able to connect with people who are not relevant for my profile at that point in career. If I want to become a coach, then I'll start connecting with other coaches. If I want to become a coach on LinkedIn, I will also connect with other professionals who are into HR and different places, or in colleges where I can go and teach. This is where I will network. I might not network in other areas. If I want to go into pharma marketing, where I am right now, a lot of my connections are into pharma marketing. The reason is because I'm connected to them, It is easier for me to network with them, go there, meet them, introduce my services to them, and we have a lot of discussion. I'm able to generate a lot of business via these particular connections. That's why I told you on LinkedIn, your network is your net worth. So be selective with whom you connect. And it is important that those profiles need to be active if they don't use LinkedIn to that extent. So practically, even if you connect with that person, they accept it. But if they don't visit LinkedIn at all, what is the use that you are going to do with that person and that profile? It is not useful. So focus that even if you have 500 connections, you can do more business than somebody having a lack of followers. So don't focus that I want more followers. If you are on Instagram or on YouTube, followers work, or on Twitter also followers work. But LinkedIn follows don't work, conversations work. So that's why you start commenting, start creating more and more conversations. The more conversations to have, the more people will connect with you, they will notice you, and once they start noticing you, you will start getting benefits out of it. Now let me come to the fifth point and the fifth question, which has been, these are the questions which a lot of you people have, and hence I thought I'll conduct this session to answer all these questions. So coming now to exactly what I should post. Now I'll give you some thoughts about what you can post on LinkedIn. I'll also share you some sample ideas. I have created an entire ebook about what different type of posts you can do. I will be sharing it. I will be sharing it towards the end of our masterclass, so you can download it and use what all things you want to use. Like on LinkedIn, what works. So over here, I'm showing you two posts. One is life hacks and one is tips and tricks. I'll show you live post over there. So here is the, here I'm talking about, let me, so here I'm talking about life is not a problem to be solved but a mystery to be lived. I'm talking about life mystery, life challenges, and an inspirational video. Now, if you see this particular video, it talks about all four people, and each one is handicapped, or each one is not able to use one of their body parts, but still everyone is happy and everyone is having food. This gives a lot of inspiration and a lot of people talk about it, and that's how I'm able to hit around 18 reposts, 24 comments, and all. Now, similarly, that's another. This is one of my friends, Vivek Singh. He often shares such kind of tips like intentional living, part one, money management. Then keep in mind. So he'll often share this particular type of tips about how do you manage money, tips about saving money, tips about wealth creation. These are different tips. I'll also share you more things. Wait. So this is just for your understanding ki what type of post you can do. You need not every time talk about the industry where you are. You can also talk about different things that you do, because on LinkedIn, ultimately you're connecting and you're talking to humans, and humans want to eat different things, and you cannot have every day same type of coffee. You need to you want different type of coffee that you want to drink every day. So sometimes I'll post reels. Sometimes I'll post videos like why am I on LinkedIn, asking question I want. So think about creating different aspects about what you're doing. This is a story about importance of being stubborn in life, and I got this over WhatsApp, but I thought about it's interesting for a lot of my colleagues and industry people in community, and even I got 10 reposts and 27 comments over there. Impressions are huge over here. This is, see, this is where I'm sharing something related to my industry. I have around 819 impressions, and over here this has 93 comments and one repost. By the way, this has 63 likes. Now this has the 120 comments, 27 120 likes, 27 comments, 10 reposts, and 20,519 impressions. It's very huge number. So this is what everything is about. And LinkedIn sometimes gives you some surprises which even you won't anticipate. Think about on LinkedIn, this is what I realize. Think about how people can repost more. The more repost will start happening, more and more people will see. But for them to repost what you give them needs to be helpful, that they need to think that this is helpful for me and I want to share it with my network, or I like this and I want to share with my network. Only then it will hit off. Otherwise it doesn't hit off. Or I went to teach at college the other day and I shared a post along with my students. So I keep on changing what I do over here. This is a reels that I created, and as you share different type of content, again these are 219. This is an article that I wrote, but interestingly, patients forget 50% of doctor's advice within 30 minutes. It went and hit off to 3 reposts and 82 comments. Again, this particular thing, it gave 869 impressions. So wherever I get lot of comments, it's good to have a lot of comments. But when you hit reposts, repost will start you getting lot of impressions, and more impressions you get. See over here again, this capsule, it got lot of impressions. This got only around 2000 impressions. So what I realized, again, this particular thing, 6314, it's about an event that I attended, and I highlighted over here what are the key things that people spoke about, insights. And everybody from the industry started commenting over here because they felt that it's good to share over here. Then again, this is where I went to college and I spoke about it. Again, some reels. So I keep on shifting the type of content that I've been posting. If I post only one thing, it doesn't help. This I shared to a couple of groups, because from there also I wanted to tell people that if they are interested to have a session on LinkedIn and how it is helpful for them, for the students, or for the company, I can create do a free session. And I keep on doing this kind of free session to a lot of colleges across. Let me move ahead. uh, Again, this is what I did. What type of LinkedIn post work for you? Text only, text with image, text with carousel, text with video. And a lot of people said text with image works a lot, 40%. Text with carousels 23%, text only 13%. So that means a lot of people will share images. Now again, this particular is an interesting thing. It got 2000. So a lot of people saw this particular thing, humor, memes. Again, this particular post, not enough impressions. So it keeps on changing the number of impressions. But my realization is, if I share something that is helpful for people and they want to, they it is something that they will love to share it with their network, that's what hits to a large extent. Even wherever I get reposts, it's where I get lot of, so reposts again 3000. So the reach increases. Again, 2,904 reposts has happened over here. 6 reposts, so around 1,000 impressions. Wherever reposts are happening, there's huge amount of impressions that I gain, and there's also a lot of followers and lot of commenting that happens. So keep this thing in mind. Start thinking about life hacks, time spent with your uh, So before we end today's session, here are the tips that you can post. One is you can talk about life hacks. Then you can talk about your industry and trends in the industry. Then you can talk about learnings that you have. Then you can talk about life accidents, life mistakes that you committed and how you can avoid them and what is the learning that you got. So everywhere think about learning. LinkedIn is a platform that elevates anything where you talk about learning. If you talk about learning, automatically LinkedIn will elevate that post. If you don't talk about learning, it doesn't get elevated, it is just give at attraction. So LinkedIn boosters and algorithm boosters work when you talk and give learning skills and give your knowledge to a lot of people. I hope today's session was helpful. If you want to still understand deep dive and have a personal coaching one on one with me, you can book a call. I have shared the link in the profile itself. I'll again share it over here in the comments for you to participate in the one on one call along with me, where I will discover along with you about your requirements and I'll help you out in your journey. And for all of you people who want to elevate their LinkedIn game, You can join my course. I'm giving almost 90% discount along with 90% discount. So 5,000 rupees course, you'll get it at only 500 rupees. Plus, you will get 10 ebooks, cost rupees 5,000 free of cost. So if you are really interested, then please enroll for the course. Otherwise, you can join my YouTube channel, and over there I do a lot of videos which you can look and you can learn. And that's what it is. So thanks a lot for joining, and meet you next week for more interesting things about how we can use our LinkedIn and grow our profile by TEDx. Bye for now.